Remember the crickets.
Remember to share alive.
Share alive. While y'all joining in, y'all know what time it is. Y'all welcome in. Y'all join in. Gather around, people. Gather around. Welcome to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all know exactly what time it is. We here at Minnesota Mess with me and your boy Chief, live on Lake Street.
I don't know how to say it.
I don't know how to say it. So we here. We got our fitness podcast right now, ladies and gentlemen. And on this podcast, we are talking about health and wealth. All right. So we want to make sure that we're emphasizing on what people do, what they don't do, how you get to a level, why people aren't at certain levels, and all the goals that a lot of y'all try to aim for, y'all never reach. But you try it on a weekly basis. All right. And why you might not be reaching it, but we're here with some people that are doing those things, and they have them in different ways. Might not have them in full ways, and we're just gonna talk about it. We talk about it. I'm gonna tell y'all who everybody is. Starting with the ladies over here, we got Ebony in the building. We got Kiana in the building. It was all right. It was a small little clap. It don't have to be a big clap. My nigga Monte in the building. Gang. And Big Cuzzo, James in the building.
Why he get the?
Because he's a real shooter. You're not. Y'all ain't real shooters. Y'all aren't even real Africans. So but we're gonna get into it. I want y'all to introduce yourselves personally and tell everybody what you do, and then we will get started after that. We'll start over here with you.
My name is Ebony. I'm a hairstylist.
Hi, I'm Kiana Burr. I am a mindset coach and a fitness coach.
Monte, I'm a personal trainer and a bodybuilding coach.
James Winford. I'm a personal trainer and sometimes feel like I'm also a therapist with clients. So yeah.
I love it. Excellent. So we here today. First question I want to ask everybody. It's a question that people always talk about. Is what men prefer. Do they want a real body or a fake body? We're going to start there, okay? I'm going to start with the guys, and we're going to ask y'all. Do y'all want real or y'all want fake?
Oh, jeez, man. Well, it's an easy one for me personally. I definitely prefer a real body. Maybe a combination of just being in the fitness world and kind of seeing like it's possible to have the body you want if you just put the work in. Granted, I know there's some things like that could involve like health issues or situations in that manner. But I don't know. Speaking for myself, I personally am definitely a fan of the real physique. So yeah, simple as that.
So have you fucked a girl that has a fake body before?
Fake tits, yes, but I've
Qualifies.
never done the other one. So no, yeah.
So no fake asses, nothing like that.
No fake asses, actually.
You haven't had that yet.
No, no. I think when the
there's still
fat
time.
I think when the fat started, I was already too old by that out the game. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
the young boys, y'all can have that.
Fair enough.
Real or fake. Without getting too technical, I'll definitely say real. Just for the simple fact that the mindset that comes with a woman building her body, the delayed gratification and to put in the work. If you got that mindset and that grit, then that's probably what's going to attract me the most in the long run. So real body for sure.
Okay. So you wouldn't fuck with a
I didn't
bad
say
bitch
I
that
wouldn't. I
okay,
said-
so you would.
I didn't say I would.
Are you so okay? So you got
said
a preference?
You said
So
preference.
preference. So
Yeah.
your preference. So you like a woman that works hard to work hard and get that body.
1000%.
Okay. 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 Now, ladies, I'm gonna talk to y'all. What do y'all believe in? Y'all like a body that's paid for or a body that's earned? Start over here.
Paid for.
Tell me more. Why you say paid for?
Because everybody always imagine what they really want in a woman. I mean, besides them, I feel like because they are more fitness trainers, so they want it more natural. So I understand. For more men besides them, I feel like they want more like girls who's built a little different. So
Okay, so
yeah.
do you think that they would take some pussy from you because you're a baddie?
I don't know. I'm not gonna answer that question. I don't know.
Fair enough. Fair enough. How do you feel about that?
Honestly, I am indifferent either way. Like, obviously, I am a fitness trainer and I would love to help people achieve that goal naturally. But no disrespect. I appreciate the girls with fake bodies. Some can be
Out of pocket,
out of pocket,
do way too much.
but like,
Go ahead.
I'm gonna let her finish.
If you want to jump in, jump in.
So I think my objection with I'm indifferent too. I can appreciate both. Where my problem come in is the ones that whatever your motivation is to get it done, the aesthetics. They want to look a certain way to attract who they want to attract. They want to look a certain way, maybe for a career. But when they go with that motivation to get that and it's aesthetic, and then they all of a sudden start perpetuating fitness. Built this way. I want to sell fucking the tea, and I want to
Acting
sell
like
this
they-
work. You didn't build that shit. So when you go and get the work and then start perpetuating fitness, that's when I have a
yeah,
problem with it.
that I agree with that 100%. I actually just saw that on Instagram today. Like, oh, you could clearly tell she got her body done. You could see it, like she got liposuction and then put to her butt, and she was promoting that she's fitness, and that's where I have.
I just feel like it's depending what type of doctor she went to, because you don't know who is natural, who is really fake. Because there's a lot of women who's got their body done and looks real natural, but they got their body done. But the thing is, it's like it's depending who's the doctor though, and how much money you're spending.
So Dr. Miami is who you said everybody should go to.
Sure,
Mm.
When like sometimes it's this. Do y'all think it's for if you look at a girl and she has a 225-pound woman ass and 135-pound woman legs, you can't build that one muscle without building the other. So when you walk around looking like a bumblebee, that shit looks weird.
Fair enough.
That like is not even a
Yeah, have your mics back.
I mean, I might crack a bitch that got an ant body, you know. I'm not right now because I'm married, but I'm saying in previous lifetimes, definitely. I mean, you know, if she's bad,
I think the reason why I'm indifferent about it, I definitely like if you're being fake about it, you're saying that you got a natural body and you bought one. I don't appreciate that. But like it's kind of the same thing with like natural women with makeup and no like I'm into like some girls like to it's an art. Some girls like people really think their body is an art and they like to like enhance it however way they want, and some people really don't give a shit how they look. So I'm not gonna like down someone just because they like to make their body a masterpiece and they don't think that they can achieve it naturally.
go ahead, add that.
No, it's actually great. So a lot of times with that, when I think about too, when I hear all these things are like people changing their bodies. I'm more interested in on like, is this something you're doing for yourself, or is this
Yeah.
something you're doing because you want to, attract, you want to look more attractive to men because that's what you feel men are attracted to. So that's always a question.
See,
I'm
that's the
curious about.
problem is like a lot of people think it's for men. I think it's for themselves because a lot of people have insecurities for themselves.
Lie. That's a lie. Hit the button.
How they
That's a
feel about
lie.
themselves. No, for real. Literally. Like a lot of women feel insecure about themselves, about their belly.
Agreed,
about
but
their
insecurity
weight.
only comes from outside. It's not going to
Yes.
come from you because you know nothing until someone tells you that it's a flaw.
I agree.
So
I agree.
it has to be to appease the
I
outside
agree.
individuals. So if you telling me you're not doing it for nobody else, you lying to your motherfucking self because you ain't lying to me. Bitch, I know you got that ass. For me.
But it's depending of the person though. Everybody's not like that. Everybody's different. Sometimes people do have insecurities about themselves. Sometimes some people feel like feel kind of ugly and they want to kind of change their weight.
Sometimes people are ugly and you should pay for
You
that.
know, I'm not saying like, go get surgery done, but if you're gonna go get surgery done, naturally go work out. Make sure that's fit. Yes.
So whatever your motivation is to start getting fit, if it is I'm gonna start with the look, don't stop at the look and then start perpetuating one way, because we know with social media and shit, these people are gonna look at you like, I want to be like her, and you telling these motherfuckers that you've been doing 45 minutes of cardio for 5 years, and you took a 45-minute flight to Chicago, right? Like it's not.
What's wrong with lying about that when we watch rappers lie about being in the drug game? We watch women lie about their faces being naturally pretty and beautiful on Instagram, and we got bitches lie about their hair being theirs, and it's a wig, it's a lace front, it's a and men, we now we got our own little glue on, whatever it is. It's a lot of fake shit going on. So why? Yeah, we just talking about tattoo hairline getting added on. So what's up?
So I can only, unfortunately, I think we all are on the same page with this, where I feel it's just the way society is right now. This is the world we live in, and we got to kind of figure out a balance on it.
Everyone needs more Jesus in their life.
As I remember growing up, and I didn't have Instagram. I didn't have, like, if I liked a girl, I liked her because I saw her at church, or I saw her at the park, or I saw her in high school. So that's who I was attracted to, and that's who I wanted. So I do feel we have been kind of reprogrammed a little bit because of social media on what's attractive for men and what's attractive for women. I know I could speak for myself in a little form of like, it's weird being in a bodybuilding world. Even as men, we get a form of body dysmorphia ourselves, because I go through my phases of like, well, just more be like, oh shit, like, dude, I'm like fat right now. Like I feel myself fat. And other people look at you and be like, nigga, I'll take your body in a
Hold on.
heartbeat.
I want to just pause for a second. I want you to continue, but like, I just want men to understand, like, they get body dysmorphia. Can you imagine when, like, men are usually, women look for money with men and men look for appearance with females. So you guys get body dysmorphia, and there's hella guys that are like out of shape. Girls don't really care about that. They, like, a lot of females care about more about like, are you a provider and a protector?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So y'all, I don't want to say everyone, but the first thing you guys kind of look for is our appearance. So the fact that men get body dysmorphia, can you imagine the pressure of females? How we have to look?
Oh, yeah, I 100% agree. And that's what makes it kind of so, like we all said, it's kind of, you got to kind of be indifferent both ways, because at the end of the day, we got to do what makes us happy, whether it's for ourselves or for other people. Eventually, like, who gives a shit? It's that individual person. So, but I totally understand the aspect of women want to change their bodies because they want to look a certain way, because that's what Instagram shows. That's who has a gazillion followers, and they're selling booty shorts, and they don't work out, and they're making money off of that shit. So yeah.
We got a woman who joined on, Kassar Baker. Never heard of you. She says these dudes is getting lipo too. That's a fact.
They are.
They're getting implants. They're getting abs.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Talk about it. What's up? What y'all know about that? Are you guys' abs real? Lift your shirt up.
I would never do no shit like that.
Oh my God.
And I remember when it was recommended, like a company tried to sponsor me for thermogenic. No, the lotion, and you wrap it, sweat.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, man, that shit like a corset,
Sweet
just sweet, all that. Like, I'm like, nah, I ain't doing it. It actually had a beneficial.
I use it. I've lost 26 pounds. Using it.
Yes,
I'm not gonna lie. I used it. 26 pounds lost off of that. It's a working thing.
Yeah.
So it helps you focus on. It helps you target your muscles. Not muscle, but it helps you target that fatty area to lose weight while working out for that spot.
it is beneficial. But the fact that I felt like I was putting on the corset and I was telling myself that
You ain't like that.
You ain't like that.
Work for it.
I didn't do it. And then at the end of last prep, the lotion, I started putting, I hated getting the lotion on my shirt. So let me just wrap the lotion up. In my mind, I wasn't putting on the corset, I was wrapping the lotion.
With saran wrap or something?
No, sir, with the sweat.
Oh, with the band itself. Okay, so you used
This I used it.
I know this
And
is
you felt
I
the-
know
you
this
got
is
the
off
results.
topic, but
Yeah.
like because we talking about BBLs and natural, do you really think? Because I know y'all guys are fitness trainers and stuff. Do you really think a fitness trainer could make a girl look like she got a BBL?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Well, what's your point of saying that? Because you think
Because a lot of people think because they go work out, they think they're gonna grow
So-
that ass and the hips.
I'm gonna
So
say this. Have any of you seen her 3 years ago?
Her body's changed.
Boy,
flat booty ass.
it wasn't as what it was. But and I'm saying, so
But
there's
she's always been pretty, always been.
Oh, yeah, of
always
course.
looked great.
I'm sorry
But-
to put that on you.
but she-
just to speak
you
to
get-
your
you
point,
can-
it is not gonna be like 6 weeks from now you're gonna look, but it's taken her 3 years and her
Yeah.
body. I mean, 3 years of every day.
See, I think-
Well, why would I wait 3 years when I can pay for that and have it next
See,
week?
That's
Get
the
what I
thing I'm
mean?
understanding.
Yeah.
So when I mentioned before that delayed gratification, that grit, that willing to put in the work and see the results on the other end, like to watch somebody do it and every day, day in,
Okay.
day out, eat this food, do this cardio, do these workout and then 3 years later, like I'm just still staring, like, and you know what I'm like? It's my first.
See,
time.
but you got girls like, I got money, so who cares? I'm buying it. Hello.
Yeah, but
You know what it is too? I think it's a combination too of your preference though, you know. So
Mhm.
BBL butt shape is totally different from like what can't like you could tell her body structure is like she's fit, like she works out.
the legs,
Yep, everything matches. Yeah. So it's preference also what you want from both men and women, you know, because a lot of guys do like more the muscular look, and a lot of men. Oh yeah, yeah,
A lot of guys do like it.
yeah,
A lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
Even dudes who aren't in a fit, even you, they are.
Yeah.
So I can't say. Hold on. First, don't put the mic in my lip like that again. Okay. Pause. But you said a lot of guys. So I can't say that a lot of guys like the fitness look. I would say more guys like. I would say more guys like the voluptuous look. Let me read this question first. Royal says, I understand a procedure for extreme weight loss because all skin does tighten back, but not to enhance your body, like lipo or anything added like titties or a booty. Okay. We understand that. Yeah, I get that. I understand that. And that is a necessity, especially when you've lost an excessive amount of weight after being big. But repeat the question that goes back
So
to me.
it's just more like it's all preference, you know. And maybe I'm speaking for myself because I'm in the bodybuilding world. So I like both. So I've dated girls who are extremely lean, and I've also dated girls who are more curvy with a little bit of a little tummy. And I like both. So for me personally, I can just speak for myself. Like some of the best relationships I've had, people I've connected with more, were like the girls not in the bodybuilding world, because they show like confidence is huge.
Yeah.
If you can exude confidence, no matter if you work out, you don't work out, but you show a certain confidence in yourself, I think that's the sexiest thing for me personally, and that exceeds any body shape or structure.
Yeah.
So if you're a confident person in yourself, and you know, like, you know what, like if I want him, I could get him. I'm just gonna show him how confident I am. Like that's so sexy to me.
Yeah.
Over any girl who has shredded abs or so on and so forth.
Yeah, I
So
don't know about that. But
We also have to keep in mind, like, I do think it's a fab as well. Like 10 years ago, it was the thigh gap being super skinny, super lean. And now, like, everyone, I'm just going to say it, but it's the black girl body type. Everyone is like wanting that
it's always
now.
been that.
No, because everyone wanted to be super skinny and lean. Yeah. Yes, exactly. So now everyone's like, "Ooh, I want that black girl body." So like they're just trying to buy it. And on top of what he said about society, we're used to instant gratification as well. So I feel like a lot of women that are getting their bodies done, they just feel that instant gratification. They just want to buy it. I guarantee like a lot of them can achieve a close look
I agree that they could.
with fitness.
So when you said the question about what men would like, either the fitness look or the enhanced look, men want the voluptuous look in general. Like back in the day, go back 1,000 years, niggas didn't have a girl who was looking fit like that.
Mm-hmm.
You may have been fit because it naturally came to you, but they weren't trying to exercise and do things to compete with men physically or be in a world dominated by muscle aspects that correlated to their everyday life. So I can't say that that's a physique that men have always wanted or looked for.
But there's levels to it. Like there's girls that look, and then like, what do you consider me? Do I have a fitness look or a?
You're lucky. That's what I consider you.
I was just reading somebody comment. They says depending on their body structure. So I really agree with that one because everybody body is not the same. So because they might have the curves and everything, you can build that to a BBL. You know what I mean? Because like the ass, you could get that up. You know what I mean? If they don't have that curves, of course, it's not going to come to the look like a BBL. So I agree with what she was saying.
Okay. So Natasha says, I think getting a little work done is okay. It's the extreme plastic surgery looks where it no longer looks natural is where the line should be drawn. But I mean, after you've gone a certain distance with a lot of women, they don't know where to stop. You keep going forward.
Yeah.
I got a little shot. Now I need to juice it up more. No, the ass ain't fat enough. I seen a bitch with a fatter ass and niggas was on her and she's getting really paid. So if I juice it up a little bit more, I'm finna really get paid too. So
but the thing is, when you go to surgery, you choose what options you want. You could do like natural, or you could do more, be more of a fatter ass.
I love the commentary. They're commenting like I love it. Okay. Gasara says, when you do have that procedure, you do have to maintain that body, the look, etc. Some people that get surgery done and end up going back and gaining the weight again. Now that they have this stomach and a bigger butt because of the weight gain.
Yeah.
I mean, my brain, you wasn't gonna work out to get that body in the first place. What makes you gonna work out to maintain it?
But that's what I'm saying though. If you're not trying to work it out, what's the point of having it though?
So I think the biggest thing and I was kind of touching on it before, is you can go get that surgery, but you still don't establish those healthy habits. You still don't have a good metabolism. You still don't have a digestion system. You don't even have this work ethic to maintain. Nothing tells you to get up and go to the gym tomorrow just because now I look like this. You know what I'm saying? You might be more motivated because I just spent this bag and I don't want to just waste that shit. So,
okay, but what if they did go to the gym? They didn't like what they were experiencing, and then they went to get a BBL.
In your opinion, which one is generally more the truth? People who do go to the gym and get surgery, or people who don't go to the gym and get surgery?
It's all right. Nigga, ask about it. Nigga, ask about it. Okay. So now I want to ask you guys about your individual journeys. I've seen all of you before you were you. Not before you, but before you were here. So I want to ask y'all to tell us about your journey from, even starting from the start point with your interaction with me, and then to how you got to your journey here. We'll start with you.
Oh man. Well, so always had an athletic background. Played high school basketball, college, played overseas for a while. And then after that was done, as a competitor, you just always have that like what to do next. And then it starts sucking where you're like, oh shit, I gotta be a civilian now. Gotta get a regular 9 to 5, clock in. And it just wasn't working. I wasn't doing good. So started working out, my body started changing, and then people started being like, oh dude, like are you a trainer? Like, like I seen how much your body's transformed. Like, are you a trainer? Can you help me? And I was like, oh, yeah, I think I can. So just started doing more research on that, and started seeing how that was such a good avenue of potential to not only be able to help other people, but I get to be my own boss, make my own schedule, don't have to answer to nobody. Love that part. So just got into the fitness world. Started off working for LA Fitness and doing things like that. Then eventually just kind of branched out on my own. Bit the bullet. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do my own thing and try it and see how it goes.
And make it a business
Yeah.
for yourself.
Yeah. Started doing good, became really successful. Started I did my first bodybuilding show. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I didn't even know so believe it or not, as black as fuck as I am, I got a tan for shows too, just so y'all know.
Got even darker.
Yeah. So I'm on stage this first show, didn't tan, and I just look like this gray, washed up, like, yeah.
Blackface.
They're so bright. The lights on stage. So so I did that. Second time around.
How'd you do in the show?
I took first place, just standing there.
In your first competition?
Yep. So with no tan. So second time around, hired a coach, kind of did it the right way, won that again. And I was like, everybody's like, dude,
That's that natural Africanism first off.
LIB
Tell
stand
them where you're
up.
from.
LIB
Tell 'em where you're
stand
from,
up.
Come on now.
So yeah, so then that kind of became fun. So as I started to actually really push my training career, because after I did that, a bunch of people started coming to me. Actually, fun fact, me and Monte go back. As I started prepping people for bodybuilding competitions, and somebody's like, yo, we got this dude, like his body's dope. Like, I think you could prep him for a show. So I meet Monte. First of all, this dude surpassed me 10 times fold in the industry, but that's dope as hell. I love that. But yeah, so I started meeting
So he's
people.
big homie now. Okay, continue.
Yeah, Monte, George. I prepped a lot of really dope people who are now IFBB pros in Minnesota,
Okay.
which is kind of cool.
I was gonna.
be Olympians.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm bad. Yeah, Olympians.
So people who don't know what that means, can you tell us what that means? IFBB.
Yeah, you could do that part. Tell them.
So when you start in an NPC, so there's an amateur league. You win the amateur league, you win a state show, you qualify for nationals. You win a national show, you become pro. You win a pro show and beat other pros, you become an Olympian.
Mm.
The Olympian is the top of the echelon. So
Where's Arnold Schwarzenegger? Which one was he?
Arnold Schwarzenegger is an Olympian. He's one of the top Olympians in the history.
Okay. So you're in that category.
I'm in that
with that.
realm.
You're in that realm.
Arnold won the Olympia.
You get 1% of the 1%.
Of the 1%. So 1% become pro.
Mm.
1% of the 1% become Olympian.
So you got bitches that are on your dick because about this. Keeping it a buck.
Dude trying to get you killed.
My fault. Sorry.
Talk, James.
All right, back to me. So yeah, so started that world and it was amazing. And I found where more my joy as I kind of became more into the fitness industry was I started enjoying working more with like just your everyday people. Your moms, your dads, people are trying to lose weight, people are trying to lose weight for like long-term health. I've worked with people with Parkinson's and we've done different things on just like controlling motor skills. I've worked with people who are in their 70s and want to lose X amount of pounds, so they're on blood pressure medication.
Gotcha.
Just teaching them different aspects of proper nutrition. Speaking all this BBL and all these things we're all talking about. Some of the biggest things that we miss out that we could all have healthier bodies is getting better sleep. Simple things like that, drinking proper amount of hydration and water, eating good, learning different things, your body works, fasting certain times of the day so your body can regulate things like that. So there's so many different aspects of fitness that we miss that we could like implement. And that's what I try to do. And that's why I love what I do. I get to share that with people and teach them things. I train kids as well, just in terms of like, so I coach my son's basketball team. He's in the 6th grade.
Starting them early.
Champs, by the way, no big deal.
What kind of champs? What kind of champs?
So I'm gonna make this quick. So we started season 0-6. I was like, what the
Basketball season, football season,
basketball. Started season 0-6. We were trash.
0-6.
We were fucking trash.
And you were the coach at this time?
Yeah, bro. And my son. First of all, hold on. I
gotta ask the question. I gotta make sure.
And my son's on the team,
Mm.
and I'm like, damn, bro. Like normally the coach's kid is like the best player.
It's gotta be something.
But something clicked. We just got it together. I started implementing a lot of cool things. And they just clicked, man. They figured it out. They wanted it. I think everything started working.
Do you have extra like workout, like non-regular workouts that a basketball coach would have, but you have those extra strength training workouts for your team that they don't know that they're building extra muscles in the way that they're working out that's going to be so beneficial for them later on that they don't even know,
especially in the youth. Like a lot of these kids, they're all like they come in the gym, they see all these weights and like, oh, I want to lift all these weights, but a lot of things is more teaching them like hip mobility, flexibility, things like that, proper ways to stretch. A lot of people, even as adults, we don't even know proper ways of stretching. So those are a lot of don't hurt yourself, fellas. Don't hurt yourself. But yeah, so all in all, that's kind of where my fitness journey's gotten me to here, where I love what I do.
Yeah,
it's my full-time gig. I like hearing like text messages from clients being like, I get clients text me their food like, hey, look what I ate tonight, because they just want me to be proud of them. Like stuff like that is what fuels me and makes me like happy on what I do.
Dope.
So, yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna hear from one of the girls now. Who wants to go?
I'm a coach too, so it's like the same. Okay. Fine. I'll go first. Started when so we met each other when I was like 2021. To be completely honest, I was a party girl. I used to be an athlete, went into the party girl scene. Honestly, my goal was to be like the baddest bitch in Minneapolis. And I worked at that time, I worked out just to look good. It was literally to get gratification from others.
I still respect that.
And so I was always into fitness. I've never not I'd never not been in the gym, but like now my reasoning
but the
has
level
changed.
has escalated dramatically.
Yes. So during that time, a lot of girls in the clubs and stuff like that were asking me like, yo, do you train? I want to look like you, blah, blah, blah.
I was there. Yeah. I saw a lot of people trying to work with you to just do the regular stuff that you were doing at that time, which was regular, digger, but still looking great while working out.
Yeah. So that's when I started my business, was then and there, but it's completely changed since then. Completely changed the name of my business, and then I got introduced to the bodybuilding industry through a significant other, and honestly, then I realized like the sky was the limit, especially like being around a buff dude. I was like, oh, then I don't have to worry about looking too muscular because
you're around his so
yeah,
I can't supersede him.
Literally. So that's when I started lifting really, really heavy, and that's where the glute transformation. I used to play volleyball and basketball, and my butt was flat as it was like no, I don't even know what to call it. It was a cute butt. It was a cute. But now it's like girls are like, damn, like you got ass. And like I've never got that compliment before in my life. So like that is like a huge thing that like I take pride in, because I literally built that from the ground up.
From real ground zero.
Yeah. Yeah. So
you heard about where the explosions happened, ground zero? It was over here.
So yeah, I'm known as the booty grower trainer. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love it.
I seen your photos. I was like, ooh, you look good. Yes.
More
Oh, my bad.
So we'll go to him before we go to you. Monte. So I met Monte probably like
Wait, you get an intro?
I gave him the intro too. You just hopped in. You know, I mean, you want me to tell him where I met you at?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so. So
What? It was just at the clubs.
sure. So we went.
Give the intro. Let me hear.
So I met Monte on a movie set. No, was it on a movie set? It was on a movie set. Movie set, I don't even know if it was 8 years ago. Was that 10 years ago? 10 years ago.
No. That was 2014.
10 years ago.
Damn, y'all.
10 years ago. And that was our first interaction. And he was in shape.
I haven't even graduated high school yet.
What year you graduated?
Well, nobody wanted you around us, so it didn't matter. Okay. But my body.
Anyway.
And at that point, he was still in better shape than all of us around him. You know, he wasn't big, it wasn't jacked, but he was still in the gym more than us, and I didn't care. I was there to be funny, so I've never cared about being in great shape, except for one point in my life. I got to an amazing point of physique, and I was locked up. I was locked up for like 6 months. So I mean, I don't care.
Wait a minute. You're not gonna skip and hop over that?
Yeah, I was in great shape. So, but I got great photos from that time frame. Hold on, why are you adding noises and stuff like that? No. But I was doing 500 push-ups a day and like 1,200 crunches and sit-ups because I got nothing to do. I got out of there looking amazing, and I did a photo shoot and all of that because you know you got a body. As I understood prison bodies, I understand how you niggas come out and why y'all got that because that's all you got is a body. But when we saw you, all we did was make fun of him and talk about his body. So, nigga, you on steroids, nigga, you shooting up every day, you eat cereal with creatine, you know, all types of stuff. And we started adding it to our movie because it was just hilarious because he was in great shape, and that was then. And now he's brought it to a whole nother level. And I'm glad to even know you guys and know everybody's growth so we can all come together and talk about it. So with that being said, you know, tell us about your journey.
Yeah, so 2014. So back when I met them, I was just kind of coming back home. So I played ball for 3 years. I was in Ohio. I went to camp with the Vikes in 2009, went back to Canada for a year, and then just was kind of trying to figure it out for a couple of years. But at that point, I had started training. I was actually training my teammates. So EJ Henderson, Aaron, his brother, Asher Allen. So I was training those guys.
Working with real pros.
That was my way of staying connected to the game. EJ had opened a facility in Eden Prairie, Game Speed. And our strength and conditioning coach with the Vikings was our trainer, Mark Ellis, who was my mentor. So when I came home, just, you know, he was keeping me in shape if I get a tryout, whatever. And to help him or to give back, I would help him train the college guys and the high school guys, just teaching them the shit he was teaching me. And slowly but surely, he'd be like, yo, man, take this group today, you know, I'll pay you for it. And the amount of money this nigga gave me, I was like, wait, so if I do this tomorrow too,
It's a whole nother check, right?
You know what I'm saying? And he like, you know, the program. And so he started letting me get the high school guys. And then I started, you know, taking EJ and all them through it. Really, my niche was really staying with the athletes. That's kind of what kept my mind, you know, kind of preparing myself to be done with football. Because I didn't know, there was no plan B. God made me to be a football player.
You didn't know what you was going to do if you wasn't playing football.
Nothing else. It was, I'm a football player.
Was selling crack or it was football? It was one or the other.
And both at the same
Come on now. Talk to me.
So when the season started, I started training their wives. Fitness.
So you had other niggas' wives around?
This was theirs. We was cool like that. So they would just, they put the, you know, the football wives, they like tight. You know what I'm saying?
They're tight?
They No Diddy.
Whoa.
So, and what I realized is probably day 2, the gratification that I training the act, they don't give a fuck. They there to, I mean, we there for 2 hours, they working for 35 of it is really, but the gratification right away, seeing them work and seeing them really push it and really appreciate you being there, like that gratification, I knew right away. I said, oh shit,
There's a market here.
I like it. You know what I'm saying? So I started looking at what I would need to do to get certified. I did a certification. I did not study.
What goes in a certification? What is that? What
It's
goes
just test terminology, muscle modalities, learning how to do
modalities? What is that?
Modalities, the way that procedures are put together, models, right? So you structure different things: hypertrophy, endurance, strength, condition, all that stuff.
Okay.
Basically, how to set up a workout.
How to set up a workout.
Okay. Because for all you motherfuckers who don't know that, I knew that already.
Yeah,
I've been doing that. So modalities. Come on now.
This is the crazy part. I did not study. I just wanted to go see what I knew.
Yeah.
I passed it.
Without.
So Mark had taught me this shit. I've been training with Mark before. I didn't know I was learning it. He taught me this shit. So it was the terminology, and you described, and I figured, and I passed it on the first try. So
God's plan.
Now I'm a certified trainer. Starting to work with the kids. He started a youth foundation. I headed that. And this is how my training just started to grow, and my money too.
Right.
So once I'm starting to connect both. Like this is making it easier for me to step away from the game because the game is what was going to save me from the hood. You know what I mean? So then it was time for me to branch out. I started my training business. I'm telling you, I went bought, man, dude, but I was so hyped. I'm gonna tell you this. I had a 95 Impala SS. That was my dream car. It's the only thing I had to show with the money that I made. You know what I'm saying? I had my car when I came home. I filled the back of that shit up with so much equipment, and I would charge people $20 to come to your house to train you. It cost me $20 to get there in gas and shit to train you.
And you would charge $20 per hour? Or you would charge
$20 for an hour. I'm pulling up. I got mats, ropes, barbell. I got everything. I was over north running up and down the blocks. Man, people coming out the house like, "What? Come down here!" And before you know it, man, probably less than a month, I had like 30 clients, and it just happened like that. So like, shit, I'm not gonna keep driving.
No, now you coming to me.
What I'm saying. So I found a spot, Los Campeones, which is a spot that one of my big homies brought me into before he went away, and I just kind of walked in, and I met James 6 minutes over there, and he just right off the bat, bro, this where you about, and the love that I felt. And so I talked to the owner, and he knew who I was because of my big homie, and I said, yo, I'm trying to train, whatever. And he said, do it here, like set up. And he told me how to get insured, and he told me, how to set up the training business. And I just started texting all these people. Instead of $20, $15. You know what I'm saying?
Because now you're here using the facility. The more the merrier. I'm gonna get it regardless.
But listen to me, man. I done sat in houses hustling and not made $1. I'm sitting in this gym
in the gym
for
eating
15, 16 hours. I don't care.
Getting $15 from each person.
See what I'm saying?
To be here. I'm not worried about it.
With $300, man. So that's how I started. And then I really realized, like, yo, I'm really dope at this. Like, I mean, like, I'm really dope at this.
It's a real business.
And so I started some guys in the gym saying like, yo, dude, you bodybuild? And I'm like, no, I don't want to look like that. I don't like the underwear.
None of that.
I don't like.
That's weird, my nigga. Get out of here.
You see what I'm saying? But I was always the strongest just from football. I was just always known as a weight room guy. But
what's your bench? How much can you bench?
I don't know.
That is always, I always laugh at that. That's the universal first question when people see like bodybuilders. They're like, oh, dude, how much do you
don't know your max? What'd you max out on?
If you know your max, you should be a little ashamed of yourself personally. I'm more somebody like how many times can you do X amount of weight and rep out? Yeah. So instead of what your max is, how much do you do an X amount of weight?
So that's a difference.
Not a
between your PR.
Powerlifters 1 rep, to bodybuilders, how much weight can you lift 12, 15 times in a row? So to give you an example, to answer your question, I got challenged last year to bench 315. They were saying the strongest men's physique competitor in the US in America bench 315 20 times. Who's the strongest? Damn, right? So they tag at Monte Bailey, and I was in prep. So at this point, I'm weak. Like my eyes, I'm not eating a lot of food.
Yeah.
But
In prep, what does in prep mean?
I'm in preparation for a competition.
Got you.
For Olympia.
Why? Well, why are you weak? Why are you weak?
Because your food, you
'Cause
start to
you're-
cut down your food.
Oh, you're trying to cut up
cut the
and
fat.
got you.
Hella cardio.
So you're shredding more
My
than it
weight
is bulking
dropping
anything.
so fast, so my weight, my strength is starting to drop.
Doing
But
cocaine, shit's weird. It's weird.
sometimes it
I
gets
feel
in
you.
it. So I did it. So I just went to get. I just wanted to see if I can do what this guy had did, and so I did 24 reps. Boom, 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 boom.
24?
And then I put it up.
Wait.
Pull up the video.
You did 315 how many times?
24 reps.
24.
And, but the
reps for
thing
315.
is, I didn't stop. I didn't get. I just put it up and started talking my shit. Don't tag me in no shit, Big Tay.
Dude, do you understand how
Gang banging on a thing.
that is fucking wild? So at the NFL Combine,
Yeah.
They do 225 at the NFL Combine.
They rep 225,
15 is a good number.
and
20 is a good
offensive linemen will do 225 for 24 reps. So for him to do 315 for 24 reps, that's fucking nutty.
I did it. I think I did 62 one time of
62 pounds? How many times? How many?
no, it
reps?
was 60. I 62 shots in a day.
But so I started bodybuilding.
So they recorded that. I'm assuming that must have went like viral for
Oh, man,
the
I won money.
weightlifting
There was a
community.
competition. I won money and everything. So now every competition I went to is that they call me Big Tank now. This is the strongest man physique. So when you bodybuilding, we don't get to show how strong we are. Like we're not picking up shit.
Yeah, you're not
We just
doing
gotta
nothing.
Stand there and present. So you can't really like these guys that be looking big and strong and shit.
They can't really do shit. They couldn't do
Really strong.
15 pull-ups
Word.
type
So
shit.
to actually be strong is like a big thing in the bodybuilding world. But that was for me like my background in football. I was always a weight room guy. I was always strong. I was always just that guy. So it just translated into bodybuilding. When I started bodybuilding, like James was saying, he was just the guy who was just already doing it. So some other guys like, yo, you should link up with him.
James, you're a big nigga. How tall are you and how much do you weigh?
So I'm a former big nigga. I don't think I'm that big. I'm 6'3". I probably said right like 228-ish. But at my like peak when I was like lifting, I was like 245, 250. I'm big right now. Yeah. I feel better this way. Like I feel more like just more in shape. I feel better.
That's good.
I could dunk a basketball still.
That's good.
I'm 215.
I have a question.
Yeah.
You said about them being strong and they don't know. So how you know they're not strong if they don't know? Because you just say they're not strong. So how would you know though?
Not strong. They're not as strong as most people.
How you know, though?
Bodybuilder. I've just been in it for 12
Oh, okay.
I've trained with most of them. And so like that used to be my thing. I would see these niggas on Instagram and like it would be competition. So when you go to a competition in Atlanta, in Miami, in Denver, wherever it's at, there's usually a host gym.
Okay.
And everyone who's going is at this gym.
Okay.
And, I used to just be hype. I would see like the top Olympians.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And I'd be like, this nigga is what? You know what I'm saying? And it would just be like so disappointing.
Man.
But then I started to realize hypertrophy training is what bodybuilding is not.
See, now I know what hypertrophy. I know. Can you tell them who don't know, you idiots? Can you tell that story?
When your muscle hypertrophy is expanded, it grows. The size. It's size, not strength. Muscle
Okay.
size. So it's fake. It's the realest form of muscle. It's expanding the muscle fibers, breaking them down and expanding them over and over and over, which is why we do 12, 15, 20 reps instead of one.
Okay. That makes sense. Okay.
So we going sets over and over and over and over and over. So for a lot of people, 220 pounds over and over and over and over would kill them, which is why he's saying the significance of doing 315.
That's incredible.
Out of pocket.
Mind blowing. That's out of pocket, dude.
So I lost my first competition. They told me I was too big.
Yeah.
What do you mean say we were too
And
big?
I understand. I said,
Like
this
your
is
bulkness was too big?
I was too big
Yeah.
for this division that I had thought that I liked because I didn't like those bodybuilding trunks.
Oh, the little
Yeah.
bikinis
So
that they had to be on.
They have a division with swim trunks, the board shorts.
Okay.
And I like that division, and they told me I was too big for that. And so I was like, okay, this shit ain't.
So you lost in that competition just because that competition required a different type of like underwear, basically.
They wanted him.
They were comparing me. They were comparing me to a lot of small, like bodyguard looking, like just weight guys who just do some cardio and work out at the gym.
Okay.
And I really came in like a bodybuilder.
Or you were too big for them.
I was too big for them. So that was the immediate feedback that I had got.
What was the weight that the requirement was
We
for
were the
that?
same.
Y'all were the same weight.
We were the same. Our weight.
They say they tired of men talking.
They tired of men
Yeah,
talking. Well, I'm gonna tell you.
No, we don't worry. We're gonna get into the topics in a second. We want to know where everybody come from. We going to her next.
Yeah. So, short story long, I lost that first one. I got pissed off, and I never lost since then. Like I went.
Never lost.
No, I went to Chicago. The thing is, the competition in Minnesota was just too small.
You sound like Lonzo
I
Ball's
came
dad.
in-
Never lost.
I came in an elite. I came in elite, but I was being compared to amateurs because I had to start at amateur. So I needed to go out where there were more better amateurs. So I went to Chicago, and won in Chicago. I qualified for Natural Mr. Universe. I won Mr. Universe. I qualified for Natural Mr. Olympia. I won Natural Mr. Olympia. At that point, I'm like, okay, I need just more competition. Then it was the NPC state show. These motherfuckers. They had this thing going on Facebook. Who's the best physique in Minnesota? We all pulling up on this show, blah, blah. It was him, a whole bunch of motherfuckers. And I'm like, nobody told me. So I'm chimed in like, how the fuck?
Disrespectful.
I'm Mr. Olympia. How the fuck y'all having this competition without me? Oh, it's in like 6 weeks. It'll be 2. And I show up, right? So I show up. I win that. That's my state show. I qualify for nationals. I go to nationals. I win the national show. And I turn pro.
Yeah.
So after that, there was just no more like going back. Then I took a break. I started coaching. I started focusing on my training business.
Getting to the money.
Because now I have these accolades, right? I have so much
Right.
knowledge that I accumulated. The coaches that coached me were all human biology majors. So I learned nutrition on a human biology level. So now I'm able to teach it that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
You know what's going on physically inside of you.
bam.
Because-
why certain foods react a certain way. Why you should eat red meat as a man and not fucking.
What does that mean? Why should men eat red meat? I don't know nothing
Because
about
there's
that.
things in red meat like creatine, iron that we just need. There's healthy fats. There's amino. There's
So I shouldn't eat white meat?
You could, but as a man, it's going to boost your testosterone.
What about white women?
It's-
Should I eat white
that's
women?
Because of our hormones is why it reacts different. It helps boost our testosterone
But should we-
because of those metals specifically. The creatine, the
So you
iron.
saying like women not supposed to?
Not supposed to.
Okay.
It just men should eat more of it.
Okay.
Especially when you get our age and your testosterone naturally start
Okay.
eat red meat
Decreasing.
and lift heavy, and you'll be like a 19.
So I heard that also for every hour that you work out, you gain 3 hours of life. Y'all heard that before? They did a study in Stanford with like I don't know how many thousands of individuals that signed up over for a 40-year period where half of them were working out and half of them were not. And they basically determined like no, those who died from natural causes, of course, they couldn't take into consideration their traits, but those who did not, they said for every hour that you worked out, you gained an hour. I mean, you gained 3 hours of life.
That makes sense to me on way more levels than just like fit. And obviously, a healthier heart, healthier immunity, you're gonna get that from working out.
Even with doing other types of drugs. So they had people who drank and who smoked. They had people who did not drink and did not smoke, who still didn't work out. And the people who worked out would live longer than them just because they worked out.
So the natural
with
thing,
drinking and
the first
smoking.
thing you do when you work out is sweat, so you detox. That shit isn't sitting in your liver. Your body's flushing that shit out when you're working out.
Period.
You also releasing oxytocin. You're releasing all these good hormones into your body.
This nigga said, somebody, Marquis said, I think after this podcast, I'm gonna quit hooping and join the bodybuilding gym. I can see the future now.
Keys, what up, my boy?
I'm going
You ready, man?
But that just makes so much sense. Like mentally, you know what I'm saying? Like your mind starts to break down when you get older too. So if you're still able to produce all these good feeling hormones and lower your cortisol and your stress hormones, which break your fucking body down too, that just makes sense on so many different levels. Work out, move. Your body's meant to do really two things: breathe and move. So every ailment, when you get sick, you either have a problem breathing or moving, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
So you should be cracking something if you can. Move. Okay, now we're gonna move over to you.
Don't cross.
That's cool. I'm out.
She don't wait.
I mean, yeah.
So we want to know about you and know about your journey from when I met you, at least from my standpoint until now.
Now I want you to like I want to hear how you how you did him. I want you to do me.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
please do. Yeah.
I know you.
Yeah. I've been saying like
So I've seen her before. Club vibe, of course. Coming around and still being a pretty girl. And I don't know, what people do outside of what, I can only assume. I don't guess nothing. I don't say nothing. I don't know where to go, how to do nothing. And you're still nice, pretty. And I don't know.
I was about to think like he don't know how to say it. Like
And niggas love you. And they love you before later on. But you came to a gold room,
yeah,
bottle service.
yeah, yeah.
That flock to you. You're flocking to you before, and flocking to you even more. It's broke.
Oh.
So with that, tell them how you like being bad bitch.
Oh my gosh. Oh. Yeah, let me pass you the drink right now. Yes, here you go. But I liked your introduction. That was cute. Yes, that was nice. Yes. But I feel like I don't know. Like I wish I was more into the like fitness area. Like that's like it's pretty dope. I feel like I really want to get more into my health and like kind of build my body a little bit more. But for me being like go ahead. No.
And I'm glad you said
What?
Everyone just says fitness and it's health and fitness. People just drop the whole health shit out and just say fitness. So the fact that you just started to say your health.
Yeah.
Like that's the part that I wish more people would really, really put that back. It's health and fitness.
Because I feel like your fitness gains your health. So like, you get more healthier by working out and really enjoy working out. I mean, I don't do too much working out and I wish I do because I feel like it would gain my health a little bit more. But being the girl, whatever people say, whatever, I feel like that's just, the world. I mean, I'm just a normal chick, trying to explore the world, get to know everybody, still getting detailed and learning myself and growing each and every day and just to understand what I do, So it's like, yeah, like, as well, like I still like to do me, of course, take pictures and of course go outside, but I'm not that type of person though. No. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I mean, that's fun. I mean, I'm not gonna deny it. That's fun. Like getting a flu out and everything. Like, why not? Like they spending their money. Like, why would I deny it?
So, from you and your physique previously to now, how do you feel like men treat you?
I feel like they treat me more of a. I feel like they treat me more like more of a sex symbol. So yeah.
Objectifying. Do you,
Yeah.
do you like that? Do you not like that? How do you treat men?
I don't give a fuck. I don't care what men think of me. I don't really care about how people feel about me. I'm just doing me because I feel comfortable about me. You know, I love myself. So I don't really care about other people feel. I'm in my own world. So if I go outside, it's me. So I don't give a fuck about everybody think. Like shit, they feel like they gonna come to me sexual. That's them. I'm still deny you, but at the end of the day, like, I don't care. Like I'm not too big of like, oh damn, he's touching me. Oh damn, like he felt this type of way of me. Like, no, I don't care.
Serenaded by everything that's coming around.
No. I'm in my own world. I do me. Like, I'm not paying attention to nobody. I'm not caring about how people feel about me. I'm just in my own world. Like, I don't care about none of that. I'm just focused.
I love it. Because
Yes.
again, saw you obviously before, and then motherfuckers disappeared. You don't see them for 8.5 weeks.
I'm a homebody.
I mean, yeah, homebody. I see the club life. I see the club life of people. So if I don't see you in the club for a year, and I see you pop up. Hey, man, what's going on?
I'm not gonna lie. When I was I'm not gonna lie. Back in high school and like younger age, nobody wasn't paying attention to me at all. Till I grew up. Yeah, I feel like because it's like I kind of grew up into my figure, but that's fine though. I don't give a fuck. Like yeah, like I don't care.
I believe that it is a confidence booster. It does put you in a state that you couldn't have been in previously.
Yeah.
To allow you to, be a form of yourself that you probably wanted to be.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not mad at anybody for that. There's a lot of things in people's lives that if they had the opportunity to add, they could be a better person. And they may never capitalize on that or may never get to that. So it's really about them figuring out.
Yeah. Men like what they like. And I'm not mad what they like of me. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, don't disrespect me. That's all I feel. Like, respect me as a woman. That's all.
So do you feel like, assuming that men are gonna respond to your surgery or whatever you had in hand, you automatically feel disrespected if they just respond to that? Because I'm assuming the purpose to get it was to get that attention for that.
But why would you assume I had surgery?
You just admitted that.
No, I never had surgery at all. No.
So when
No.
you're saying that you went away and came back, you just went to the weight room, had your shit, and came back.
Yeah.
Why don't you just say she was
No, like, at the end of the day, like, I never cared people like, as a man coming to me. But the thing is, I always want people to respect me as a woman. I'm gonna always carry that. Like, it's gonna be a respect thing for me. I mean, of course you're gonna like what you see. I'm not mad at that. Like, of course, men have an eye of something.
Right.
That's just a man. Yeah, they're lookers. I'm not mad you looking. Well, I'm gonna be mad you looking for. Of course, you see what you like. I'm not mad at that. But the thing is, you're gonna respect me at the end of the day. That's all. Yes. Don't disrespect me. We're gonna be all good.
What you think about it? What you think about that? You're a woman. You're a woman with woman physique. What do you think about that?
That's a good question. What do I think about that? Yeah, at the end of the day, we have to accept that we are all animals at the end of the day. It's a hard thing to accept, me personally, but I think it's just because I'm more like, I'm in my walk with God and I'm more of a spiritual person right now. I don't get impressed by looks.
You don't get impressed by looks?
I don't.
So you never looked at a man and thought that he was beautiful, or?
Oh yeah, for sure. But
You never look at a nigga and be like, I'm gonna give him.
can I be real? The guys that approach me, all of them are good looking and they have good bodies typically. So like what else? Like
Oh, okay. So
that's not a
tipping point.
yeah, exactly.
Beyond that.
I don't know. I get impressed by looks.
Okay, me too.
Yeah, I don't know. That's the first thing I'm looking at. Like, okay,
Never.
oh, like women bodies, I look at that. Men looks, I look at that. Like, I'm gonna get impressed by looks because at the end of the day, I don't know you, so I'm looking at you.
You like women?
Yeah, of course, I like women bodies. Like, I'm not. You know, no, you get what I mean. I like women bodies, yes. Like, but at the end of the day, like I look at looks, yes.
So you want them girls to come over and be like, oh my God, look at you. When you get to grabbing on her booty cheeks.
I mean, she got a fat ass. She got a fat ass, yes. Like that's just her. Yeah, like
Think about people doing that to you.
I mean, yeah. No, I don't know. Chill out a little bit. I don't know. But yes, looks. Because at the end of the day, it's like you don't know the person. You're looking at the person, so you have to go by looks.
Fair enough.
Like,
I'm gonna add this. I literally just watched a TV show today that had this going on in it. I've seen like really unfortunate looking people that had like attractive demeanors. I've seen women and men that had like some, like when they walk in the room, like they demand the attention, not because of their looks, but their demeanor and how they carry themselves. No. I have literally a client right now. She's like in her 40s, like she's not gorgeous, she's not ugly, but like the way she's a bot, like she literally has so much confidence. She just believes in her. Like I think demeanor and energy is just as
It's felt.
yeah,
Not
you
something
feel
that's-
it.
it's something that's felt.
I've seen that multiple times. It's not just looks. I feel energy immediately when I walk into a room,
Yeah.
who I want to surround myself with, and it's not anything to do with their appearance.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I get that.
no, I get that too, but it's gonna be some looks for me.
And it's a combination of both too. Where there's body shame the other way as well. Like,
What do you mean?
so I feel, and I'm not saying this in any way impossible, like woe is me at all, because I love it. I'm proud of where I look. I've already expressed how much I've had body dysmorphia myself in certain ways, but I also feel a lot of times in the fitness industry, as you know, I just say it just recently, which is interactions I've had like on Instagram with women and stuff like that, or people I've interacted with when they meet me finally, they're like, oh shit, like I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting that at all from you, because your Instagram and how muscular you are and all these shit, like I was expecting more like a cocky dude or more of like into yourself. So to see that you're actually like a regular ass person, or you actually like a super like chill and vibe, you're funny, you're witty, like so just and again, I'm, you know, don't be at me. I'm not saying like woe is me, don't feel bad for me, but you know, I have gotten that aspect of being in the fitness world and being like muscular, that I'm also considered like cocky or you know,
or dumb.
or dumb. I'm just a meathead, or all
Yeah.
I do is eat chicken and broccoli, or I only go for a specific. All I want is fit, shredded girls, and all I want, you know, and that's not the case at all. So,
So what type of girls do you like?
number one, intelligence.
Okay.
Intelligence is a huge key to me. Like, if you could just show how witty you are, we can have a dope ass conversation about history, about you know, prison reform, racism. We can talk about, you know, like where's your ancestry, where's your family from? You know, what's your views on this book? Have you read this book? You know, things like that. That's sexy as fuck.
So if she's a 5 and she's intellectual, you're fucking with her.
If you're a 5 and you're intellectual, you're a 10. So I'm there.
5. I'm giving you a. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. You got it.
7 ladies.
I'm not gonna lie, like okay, looks is cool, but like conversation and everything else, I feel like that's more top tier because it's like, you know what I mean, we need to know who you about at the end of the day.
Especially today.
Yeah, I feel it. You know what I mean? Yeah, they don't know how to talk, especially men. They don't know how to talk to women.
Men don't know how to talk.
No, they don't know how to talk to women.
You feel like niggas don't know how to talk to you, basically. That's what you're saying?
No, they just don't.
They just don't talk to men. I mean, they talk to women. No, they don't. No, they don't know how to approach women. Like,
That's so like that shows you that they don't know how to talk to you.
Yo,
go ahead.
yo, what good? What's fine? Chilling. That's what's up. Pull up.
I'm about to pull up. I mean, damn. Maybe it's the age of men. I don't know. No,
No, that's all of them.
because it's like that more older dudes I talk to, they know how to talk to me. So yeah. More than younger dudes, they don't know how to
So
talk.
what do y'all like? Y'all like older men or younger men?
I like older men.
Like, what's the age range?
Damn. I feel like 30 and up. Not past 60. We're not 50. Not past 50. No, not even past 40. We're gonna go a little bit down. Just 30s.
I used to say older, but I just honestly, it's where your like soul is at. Like, I've seen like super immature older men, and I've seen really mature young men. Same, vice versa, women as well. Like, I don't know, it's where you're at, like your experiences, how you could reflect on those experiences, learning from your lessons. Like, you can tell that, like, it doesn't matter about your age. It's like where your wisdom and yeah, if that made sense.
No, I get that. Go ahead, say yours.
I don't know. I feel like more I traveled, I feel like more men out of state know how to approach women.
So you think it's a Minnesota thing?
Yeah, it's a Minnesota thing.
So Minnesota thing from what kind of men do you engage with? You like? Let me not say what you like.
I'm not saying everybody is like that, because
white men.
I like all. I don't judge your color. You know, I like all type. You know, I like. You know, I don't do that. I don't judge by color. You know what I mean? Everybody's human to me, so I don't do that. But the thing is, it's not everybody in Minnesota. You know, because I live here, that's why I said Minnesota thing, because it's like I don't live in a different state. I traveled there. So it's like I meet men there. Of course, I have a conversation, but it's like I live here. So it's a little bit more different vibes. Everybody conversate here is a little bit more different. Men down there, they know how to treat women a little bit more accordingly.
So I just want to piggyback on that real quick. I think it's honestly not even more of that, let's say. I think it's more of social media has shrunk the world. The internet has shrunk the world so much. So now we're in a state where you might not know this dude, but you follow him on Instagram.
Yeah.
So when you do finally meet him in person, you kind of feel like you know him from like his posts, his stories.
That's
I know, but a lot of times you kind of instantly judge them a little bit from both sides, because you know you're like, oh shit, I don't know them, but I follow them on IG. So when you see them in person, you already automatically have a certain view about them, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that does. I understand what you mean when you go to another state. You don't know this dude. You never seen him at the club. You don't follow each other on Instagram.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
When you interact with them, you're like, oh, this is so cool. He's fun. He's different. I've never seen this Instagram page. I don't know him.
That's
So I think that's some of it why being in the same city and trying to date in the same city is hard, because a lot of us follow each other.
And you know
we don't
like
gather your own
three of
perception.
their last exes. You know, like you haven't even said hi to them. You know,
know
their
who
exes.
they dated
Yeah.
and that. So then you start formulating what you think about them without meeting them. And then when you do meet them, I think that's why sometimes, a lot of times, you know, when people do meet me, because they formulated what they thought of me, but then when they meet my interaction, they're like, oh shit, that was not what I was expecting. So, you know, just that. I understand what you mean by that, but just having that open mind, because, you know, everybody has a story.
Yeah.
And, you know, you just kind of sometimes take that aspect out of it and try to see who they are for who they are. That'll help.
Women don't know how to talk in Minnesota. We are
That's-
justified too. It is
That'll
terrible.
help.
Talk about it.
Hold on. What? Repeat that one more time.
So from experience, and I know some of my friends in the body
Mhm.
are objectified.
As a light skinned nigga, you are.
No, not as a bodybuilder.
Oh,
It's a-
Chris Brown put him back on the map. So we are objectified, and like some of the way that these women are approaching it is, I'll be like, God damn. Like you don't even know how to respond. Sometimes I used to think I was like getting punked. Somebody sent you like
Okay.
you went to my girl page, so now you coming over here to try to get my ass like
what happened? Give me an
So
example.
there's
Of
no
something.
examples to give.
Oh, what?
I mean, I never.
I'm just saying, like literally, they're saying, "Hey, I seen this, and this. What you doing?"
Yeah.
Shit, hi, I'm Monte. But like he said, they feel like they already know you. They know because they not know me enough to tell me like that you want to link on the first message. But this is not like a out of the blue type shit. This is so consistent. So it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like when she say guys just talk a certain way, I just think like it's just the mode of the city right now.
Right.
It's just the flow of the city. Like
I-
everyone knows each other.
Right.
You ever linked with a woman who hit you up on page before?
Do not answer any.
I have a question though, like for the men. Okay, so like I mean, I never like approached a man before, so yeah. No, I never approached a man before. No, I never approached a man before. No, never.
Never shot your shot.
No, I never shot my shot to somebody personally to myself. No, I never did. No,
Is that an ego thing? Is that
I'm just shy.
shy?
I'm shy. Not it's not like I don't want to approach them. Of course I want to approach them. They look good, you know. But I just never because it's like I'm kind of nervous. Like, what's
So
the
you deal with white men more or black men?
huh? It's 50-50. But I'm saying though, it's like, how do you want women to approach you then? Like, what do you want the women to do? So how do you want a woman to like come to you?
You can simply just compliment or comment like what your thought was about whatever attracted you. If it was a post, if it was a picture, if you did see him walk in, whatever that was, you can literally just say your thought of what that was. Hey,
Okay.
we walked out from that attractive. I don't know, you haven't seen him around here, whatever.
Okay.
You can add her too. Tell her you can add her.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, we can add you because you got a lot of questions. Okay, let's ask this question right here. She said, "Do y'all like a woman or a man that texts a lot, or would you prefer to talk on the phone?"
Talk on the phone.
Why are you laughing?
What do you prefer? You prefer a person to text you or talk to you?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say obviously I prefer more in person, but I would prefer a phone call than texting. It kind of gives a little more mystery, like you're not constantly knowing what each other are doing, so you have something to talk about when you're on the phone together.
I feel like texting kind of like understands what the person's talking about because it's like when you texting, people probably feel like you're arguing with them, but you're not though. Like you're just having a civil conversation with them. Like, damn, I'm not trying to argue with you or nothing. Like you think they trying to curse you out or anything? Like, nah, I'm just trying to talk to you. That's why I like to call people so we can have like a understanding with each other. You know.
Hold on, I gotta retract one sec. I actually kind of like texting. I like the long I like the long text and that like you get to look at it, you get to edit it, and then also when you send it, they can look at it, reread it, make sure they heard what you said correctly. Like make sure they didn't miss any point. Like, oh, I remember she said that. I had to address that, and that.
Ew.
Monte, what you think? What you think, Monte?
Because like for me, I'm at this point texting. I've decided that I'm attracted. Now, if you can text and you have some type of literature and you're putting together sentences or whatever, that stimulates me. I don't know.
I don't know. I feel like texting is too long for me. Like, I'm not going to understand that by just having a conversation. Either we can meet up and have a conversation, or we could talk on the phone.
Reading a witty text too, like a witty, like if you put together a text and it has like some punchline, you know, you say you come back. Like I like witty text.
Okay.
So I was a baby bladder. So is it talking about in a relationship or
No,
No, just
talk to
text.
somebody else.
Yeah.
What would you prefer?
Talk to
So
call.
So for me, like a lot of my friends, like my sister, my family, like people I've dated, I'm a big FaceTime person actually.
What do you want to talk?
I just love. I think seeing people's interactions, seeing their facial expressions, seeing those things is so different. I could read a text and then I could FaceTime it, and you could tell me that exact text, and I might take it differently
Period.
because I see your facial movements, I see your expressions.
Period.
Another thing I just started doing. One of my best friends, Victoria, she used to do this a lot. She voice text,
Oh.
and so I just got into doing that more now, where we'll voice
Save
text,
yourself
so I
time
can
from
read,
texting.
I can hear
Mhm.
her voice as she's saying it, and the stage of text there too. So the text is in there,
Yeah.
but you get the voice text.
Boom.
So I'm more of that.
I gotta add this. I think it requires a level of skill to be able to be a good texter in sending those novels and being able to articulate how you feel and what you mean. Like, because I like reading books and I know exactly what they're meaning and how they're feeling when they're reading books. But some people don't know how to read books and don't know how to write books. So I don't think it's for everyone.
Look, maybe I agree with that. Maybe just pull up on me.
I love reading books, but I hate to read a long novel.
Do you get what I'm saying? But if a woman knew how to express herself like a book that you read, you would understand.
But it's like no, it's like it's depending.
Talk about a woman knowing how to express herself.
No, it's depending. It's depending what type of man you It's depending what type of man you're dealing with. It's depending what type of man you're dealing with. Every man, yes, it's depending what type of man you're dealing with. Everybody is not gonna accept that. They're gonna think you trying to like argue with them or trying to get into with them. That's why I said about calling or just pulling up on them and have a conversation. We are grown at the age where it's like sometimes texting, you don't have to text. You could just have a conversation by pulling up on them and have a conversation. Like
Texting is a scapegoat for some people.
yes. Who's gonna yes. Yes, texting. No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, no.
Who? Especially
Phone, I'll never crack it if I'm just.
especially expressing your feelings. Like
You're a whore if you let me crack through text messages. You didn't even know my real intentions of my real conversation, and you let me come pull up off of text messages.
no. I feel like no. Texting is just all over the place.
But
No.
just real quick, Kat, I'm with you on this though. I've also had situations where they're like, they're texting, we're like, hey, I'm gonna call you. This is gonna be quicker, and you're like, oh fuck no.
I prefer a phone call.
No, I prefer a phone call too. I prefer a phone call.
And girls who didn't want me to talk on the phone like that, wanted to text, we never get off like that. Period.
I think it's like the same back in the days, like the people that wrote love letters and the ones that just popped up.
Those niggas were weird too.
I think it's a level of romance.
I made mixed.
I did when I was in sixth grade.
That's dope too. That's a form of poetry too.
Fill me through my CD. I gave her a CD for.
I feel like writing, okay, I'm not talking about short text, I'm talking about long text. I feel like that takes a lot more effort than you to pop on the phone.
And it does. Who wants
And
to
no,
do that?
I'm not saying
Yeah.
I'm not saying like I'm only wanting text. I'm expecting I get both.
I don't want a long don't want to text either. Like, how was your?
Yeah, that's laziness. That's lazy.
When I said no, I don't even like reading books.
I don't yeah, I don't want my dude give me a whole novel how he feel or if he's mad at me. Just call me. Cause I really just want to hear you and try to talk to you on the phone better than text. Cause it's like text is a little different for me. Just call me. It's simple. Like I don't want a long ass text. I don't want to read that shit. Just call me. Like that's all. It's simple. Just call. You over here texting a long novel. I don't know. That's a little different for me. Just call me, baby. Like, like call me, FaceTime me, or pull up on me. That's all we have to do.
I mean, obviously, everybody has their own how they want to communicate, and your way is not wrong at all. Well, I personally feel like a lot of times text messages can get lost in translation, though. So,
They do.
yeah.
They do.
I get made fun of for using too many damn emojis. And do like nigga, you need to chill with the emojis.
What did you mean?
I feel like emojis is a great way to express.
No, I do.
But I'm not talking about just in general texting people. I'm talking about talking to the one, not talking to like,
Sure.
oh, I'm hitting up many.
No. It could be like one male you talking to.
No, the one.
Like the one you in love.
that understands you.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, it's depending on how their relationship is. Everybody's different. You know what I mean? If he's understanding more in the text message, then I understand. That's how your relationship is. If another person understand more of a calling, then I understand. But everybody's different. So it's depending on your partner. So, you know.
I know we talked earlier about chicken, white red meat, food. But when you have a significant other, or just in the fitness aspect of things in general, what do you think you guys should be eating to maintain your health as a whole? Like, and not just food, but what should you be doing to maintain your health in general? That's liquor, that's Bible studying, that's taking in God, that's working hard. What do you think is conducive of a healthy lifestyle for you and your partner when you are a fit individual?
I feel like we should rapid fire shit because I think we'll all have the same answers.
Rapid fire. You go first.
I'll start with spirituality. You need it doesn't necessarily. I'm Christian, so I'm going to say God. But I do think you need to believe in a higher power and something bigger than yourself, especially when you're going through hard times. Because if you don't, you feel like you're all alone and that you're like no one cares about you and you're just by yourself. And like that's just simply not true. We actually had a conversation about this in small group. In my Christian small group, because technically both religions, they think that each other are going to hell. Mm-hmm. But they both acknowledge Jesus. They acknowledge Muslims acknowledge the Bible as well. But they think each other are going to hell. I haven't been there, so I can't ask that question.
You got some time.
God has a plan for me, so whatever.
Yeah, I mean, what do y'all do?
So I can only speak on so for me, I think the older I've gotten to it, I think as you go through different relationships, you go through different experiences, you just kind of figure out a balance of what works for you and what doesn't. And the easy answer is communication. Obviously, is the easiest thing to do. It's easier said than done, but I'm a huge person in like straight up bluntness from the beginning.
Wait, we're talking about regular health.
About relationships and health. Yeah, we're talking about everything you should take in.
A huge part of health in a relationship.
No, not in a relationship though, just in general.
Either one. I said in relationship or health, what you should be taking in, how to. Yeah.
So and I think communication is a really huge thing in all those aspects. It is in so many ways. There's certain people who are in relationships where one person, like I have friends, one person believes in God and one don't, and they work and they're great.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yep. Because I think at the end of the day, they see the good in that. Like, if this person who doesn't believe in God lives a Christian life and does everything the way God is intending it to be, I don't think they should be less of a person, because then you get that person. You have that opportunity to guide that person more into like why your faith is so strong, what you believe in. Same thing with people who are like, this one's a little harder, but I have people I work at, but people who are vegan and who are not in their relationships. That's a little more tough, honestly, I think, than like the religion thing, because when you're both living together in a household and you have different food options, that could be a little bit tougher. Because a lot of times with that, it's a belief system, and like people, they're vegan because they believe in this. I'm not vegan because I believe in this. I think I see the benefits of meat. So it's again, and I think all those again formulate overall what I was saying is communication.
So with your statement, why do you or do you not have the significant other that does what you want currently?
Actually, I was in an amazing relationship just recently, and we're not together anymore. But it was an amazing. I learned amazing lessons with her. It's kind of we didn't see eye to eye on certain things and aspects of things, but all in all, it was like a great relationship. We actually kind of call it uncoupling. That was a thing. We did an uncoupling and kind of just
What's that?
So basically, it's just getting together in a place of like, you know what, this isn't working. You're amazing. I know you think I'm amazing. Let's just break up the right way. Let's thank each other for the amazing time, the amazing connection we had, the amazing life lessons. I want to tell you all the things I loved and learned about you. I want you to tell me all the things I learned, and I wish you the most amazing life possible. We'll do 3 months no contact, and then we reconnect that at that point. If we feel like it's a friendship we want to continue to have. So that's what uncoupling is.
I really agreed on communication, but a part of communication, I feel like the biggest thing is listening. So you can communicate all day, but are we listening to each other? So that's the biggest fact for me. So I want to know if you're listening to me and understanding about how I feel and what I'm telling you. I could talk to you all day, but I want you to hear me too.
Agree with James.
I'm here so I don't get fined. Okay. Well, with that, I don't have any more questions that I'd like to ask, unless y'all have one more question that we could close it out with. Okay. Sounds like not.
What do you guys feel like your guys' purpose is in this world? As in general, as a human, what do you feel like your gift that you need to give to others? Yes, individually.
We'll start that off. What do you feel like your purpose is?
You should start. Oh no, Mom.
Zaddy. I feel like I got to a point 3 times in my life where I knew what my purpose was, and then with each one of those, there was another level of
the purpose changed.
Well, or added. It's not just that thing.
Okay.
So I say that I'm on my 3rd life right now. Like I've lived a full life 3 times. My early adolescenthood, like I grew up, I experienced so much shit. And I felt like my purpose for that was to, be the trailblazer and to be the one that breaks all these traumas from my family. It was for me to be that for my family, right? I thought that's what my purpose was. I thought that my purpose was to be a football player. There was a point in my life where I made it through, man, there's been shootouts, raids, prison, all these things that I got out of because I was a football player. Monte was at practice, or coaches came about for me. My purpose was to be a football player. I remember when my 2nd son was born, and just the way that everybody prayed me for being a father. My purpose was to show my community, my family, of what real fatherhood was supposed to be. Right now, I had this conversation yesterday morning with one of my clients. We're talking about life and purpose, and this new mission that I'm on, starting my halfway house, my group home.
Dope.
To help Black men reintroduce into society. And now is to take the culmination of all these experiences that I've had, prison, shootout, gangs, fatherhood, entrepreneurship, everything that I've learned, and now to pour in and mentor to these guys and help them reintroduced to society and give them a second chance to be fathers, entrepreneurs, everything that they may have messed out on, and the thing that is being taken away from them when they're in the system stack. When they come home with minimum 15 requirements and 0 resources. So now my purpose, I feel, is to give them the resources to meet those 15 requirements.
Dope.
That's fun. Purpose is, I feel like, where you're at in life and your experiences, culmination to how you're gonna pour back into your people. That's right.
Purpose.
I have a question.
Oh,
Yeah.
go
You
ahead.
didn't have to answer it.
Yeah, you gotta
I know, but
Go for you.
Go ahead.
Go.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Mine is simple. I think just the continual growth of just being a better like just that growth of being a father. Showing my kids like
How many kids you got?
5
Goddamn.
on my baby.
Okay.
What's the ages?
So my oldest is a sophomore in college. Freakishly smart. Yeah, she actually got an academic scholarship.
That's good.
Having her school covered. I have a son, Jordan. He's a senior, 17. Sasha's a sophomore. She's in 10th grade. She's 15. Carter's about to be 12. He's the one I coach the basketball team. And then my youngest, Tyson, she's 10. So, yeah. So, fatherhood's hard, especially as a black man. Trying to balance that out. I was really blessed to have a dope-ass dad. I lost fairly young, but, trying to continue that legacy of what he did as a man is,
How old? Yes.
It's 59. Yeah. Kind of just tragic last
Natural
night.
causes.
No, actually, bladder infection. Went in for treatment and went septic. So yeah, it was really hard on our family. And it's something as I've grown personally, I think the biggest transformation I think my purpose as a man has been personally was to show my kids and also people around me that it's okay to like show your feelings and have your feelings. I think I've always, as a black man, like we're just programmed to like be tough. Don't let them see you cry. Don't let them see you break. Be strong. Hide my emotions. I had a lot of child trauma that I held for a really long time that happened that I was finally able to release and own up to that. And being able to like just have that, being able to be in tune with myself and accepting things and being like a lot of things like that wasn't your fault. This was your fault. You can be better at that. Just owning being a man and my fuck ups and things that weren't my fuck ups. So for me, my purpose is just my maturation as a man and just being more vulnerable, all in all. Just being not afraid to be vulnerable. Yeah.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I think my purpose is to teach my daughter better.
How old?
She's 7 years old. I want her to be better than me, as a, I don't think nothing's wrong with me, but I always wanted my daughter to be better than me. I mean, I never really had like a super like mother figure or a father figure. So I just want her to be better than me. That's my purpose in life. That's why I try to do hard to, become a better person and grow, to understand, to like really to, understand people and focus and just do what I can do to like make sure she's good. So I want to make sure she's good too. And as well to learn. Yeah, that's my purpose.
My purpose. I believe my purpose is to entertain. I'm a believer that my purpose is to entertain, whether that's comedically, is in a business standpoint. I've done a lot when it comes to just interaction with people, and then business on top of that. So in every aspect of everything that I've done, I've come to the understanding that my calling and purpose is always going to be to engage with other people, and that's where my source of income comes from. That's how we are here today for the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
That's where the comedy events come into play. That's where the nightclub comes into play. That's where
the bar that we bought comes into play. That's the shoe store with me and Steph Weeds. That's all the Instagram videos that we've done. It comes from entertainment. It's business on top of it all. But it comes from a natural instinct to want to entertain individuals. So
And
I
make them laugh.
make them laugh, make them cry,
Medicine.
be involved with me one way or another. That's my calling. That's my purpose. So. And last but not least, Kiana, what's your call?
So I felt like my first purpose is for women to set example that like you don't have to be just in one box, that you can be multiple things. I always got judged and ridiculed growing up for being an athlete, but also being like a pretty girl, but also being super smart. Everyone just tried to put me in one of the boxes, and I constantly had to prove that I could do all three. Now I feel like on top of those things, you can also be a woman of God and have a spirituality, and like showing people that like having morals and like integrity and having ethics is still something really important that everyone should have. And without it, you're not going to live a fulfilling life.
Fair enough.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought you was gonna ask us some wild ass questions. I was scared about your questions. Yeah, I thought you was gonna ask us some wild ass questions. Nah. Okay.
It was a segment. Don't worry, you're gonna be on a different segment. Not today. It's a segment of fitness, health, and wealth.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate. Come back. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. Again, Ebony, Kiana, James, Monte, everybody came out. The Instagrams are going to be tagged on here as well. Y'all can make sure y'all follow them, like, subscribe, and if y'all want classes, y'all want to learn how to get fit, y'all want to be a part of what they have going on in terms of real fitness, real growth,
Work with
real
me.
change.
Just kidding.
Or, follow me.
Look, follow him. Just follow him.
You sure how to do 500 push-ups?
Yeah.
So again, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all know what time it is. Minnesota Mess. We out here. Herd Gang.